Harvey, you joined at under 13 level, but you've often played years above you. How pivotal to your progression was that?
I think it's been very pivotal and very key when I was playing up, because it gives you a tougher challenge, because it's boys that are bigger, stronger, faster than you. So you're going to have to be like smarter when you're playing, like your mind, because you've got to like think quicker and make quicker decisions, because you're not always ability like with it physically not as strong as them.
You've been included in the first team squad this season. How important was it to have that experience?
I think it's really key, because once you get the taste of it and playing with the boys that are going out on a match day on Saturdays in front of thousands of people, you just want to strive to do that yourself.
You've had 15 goals so far this season with 16 assists as an attacking midfielder, which is really impressive. How would you sum up your final year as a scholar?
I think my final year has been great. I've always loved playing football every day. There's been downs, there's been ups, but it's just you play for those ups, and then it's just what strives to keep going and going to progress and get to the highest level I can.
And finally, you've now signed your first pro contract with the club. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. Always something I've dreamed of as a kid when I was at Scunthorpe. Well, then it didn't turn out there, and now it's finally happened at Grimsby, so amazing.
You joined the club as a under-9 and progressed your way through. How have you found your time here so far?
Yeah, I've loved every minute of it. It's obviously my boyhood club, so being in and around it now is unreal, to be fair.
You were involved in the matchday squad in the FA Trophy game against Stockport. Despite the result, how was that experience for you?
It was a great experience. Obviously, being around the older lads is something I've always wanted to do, and as a fan, being around it and seeing the fans, although the result wasn't brilliant, just being in a part of it.
Like you said, you're a Grimsby lad and you've now just signed your first pro contract with the club. How does that make you feel?
Unreal. My friends and family know how much it means to me, so obviously words can't really describe how much it means to me.
Ed, you joined the club as a 10-year-old. How has your time been since joining us?
Yeah, it's been really good. I'm obviously delighted to be offered a contract, you know, being a 10-year-old and coming through the academy to now being offered, yeah, it's been a great experience.
You've scored 25 goals throughout your scholarship programme. Which goal would you say has been your best?
I'd say my first year, it was a header against Scunthorpe United. So the cross has come in, it was a good ball, ran across the front post and just flicks it.
You made your Grimsby Town debut against Torquay earlier in the season. How did that feel and what do you remember from the day?
Yeah, that was an unbelievable experience. It was a bit weird actually. I can remember just as I was getting subbed on, it's like I couldn't really hear anything. Everything was just, all the noise was gone. But at the end of the game, the atmosphere and the fans, it was unbelievable.
You've now signed your first professional contract with us. How delighted are you to finally sign?
Yeah, I'm buzzing, and I go back to my earlier point. Sign as a 10-year-old to, come through the academy and to now being offered a contract. Yeah, I'm over the moon.
Jamie, you joined Grimsby from Newcastle. How did you personally find that move at the time?
I thought it was, I came in on trial for a few games and they asked us back and they said to sign the scholar, and I was happy to sign it and just went from there really.
You're primarily a centre-back but equally as comfortable in centre-mid. Do you think being versatile in those positions will help you integrate into the first team next season?
It gives us more options. So if I centre back, I can go into midfield, and I can go from midfield to centre back.
How have you found your time being a youth player and often playing with the reserves?
It's been different because when you're with the youth team, it's slower, but when you go into reserves, it's a lot quicker. So you need to find that balance.
Finally, you've now penned your first professional contract with Grimsby Town. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I was shocked when I found out, but it was just relief.